Hello, my name is Stephen Garner, and I will be sharing with you what I call the NEXCUE, or My Cues for Living a Great Life. This is video number 3 of a 5-part series on the subject of love. And in this video, I will be speaking on community love. If it were not for my community, I would not be the man that I am today. And that's why I'm passionate about sharing with you my definition of what it means to be a part of a community. Well, I think community is more than living in a specific geographic location or having an association with some sort of social club or religious organization. Community, by my definition, is having a relationship with individuals whose main goal is to help everyone a part of that group to be successful in life. I have a saying that goes like this: I am somebody because everybody loved me. And in order for you to harness the power of your personal community, you must leverage the skills and expertise of all the individuals who are in your community. Well, I think in order to achieve that, you must have 5 types of people in your community. In other words, you must recognize or point out or find these 5 types of people in your personal community. And those 5 types of people are: number 1, you must have a challenger. Number 2, a risk taker. Number 3, a realist. Number 4, a comforter. And number 5 is what I call the builder. Let's begin with the challenger. One of my former employers, the CEO of that organization, challenged me to do more. I was hired to support the vice president and at times the CEO. Well, he said to me one day, "Stephen, I want you to take over this business dealing with this particular customer." I was nervous. I was afraid. I didn't think I could do it. But that's what a challenger is supposed to do. A challenger is supposed to help you to raise your standard so that you no longer live in mediocrity. Well, at the time, I didn't realize that I didn't even have a standard, because what the CEO was proposing to me was something that I had never done in my life, especially at that very young age in my professional career. So I had to call the client and conduct a meeting and do the business dealings that the CEO had charged me with. And of course, as I said, I failed, I made mistakes, I did things incorrectly, but I also had successes. And every time that I had the opportunity to do the things that the CEO believed I can do. And see, here's something you need to keep in mind, that a challenger is challenging you because someone challenged them. And that's why when you're challenged, you need to recognize that as a compliment, because the challenger is really seeing something in you that you may not see in yourself. So I embraced the challenge. Well, you'll never guess what happened. Ultimately, I became so proficient and so successful at the responsibilities that were given to me by the CEO that I became the manager of operations for that entire department. And that changed my entire trajectory of my professional career. You need a challenger in your life. Not only do you need a challenger, you need a risk taker. Well, one time I decided in my life that I wanted to become a real estate investor. I wanted to make some quick cash. I wanted to flip some property. So I consulted with one of my entrepreneur friends. And he shared with me, "Hey, I can help you through that process, Stephen. No problem at all." So I bought my first property. Well, you'll never guess what happened. The market crashed. I was devastated because I couldn't flip the property right away because there were no buyers. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, wow. However, my friend, who's an entrepreneur, who's also a real estate investor, who has taken many, many risks, shared with me, "Well, now, Stephen, you're going to be a landlord." I didn't want to be a landlord. However, he said, "I'm going to teach you everything you need to learn." I was thinking, no, I don't want to do this. But see, here's the thing about the risk taker. The risk taker will help you to see that you have to do the things that you have never done in order to get what you've never had. And that's the whole goal of having a risk taker in your life. Well, of course, you know what happened? The market rebounded. The property value increased. And the time was now right for me to do what I had initially desired to do, and that is sell the property and make a profit. Listed the property that day, and you would never believe what happened. The moment I listed the property, I had a contract to buy the property that day. And here's the beautiful thing about this. The property sold for a price significantly greater than my original purchase price. Wow. Talk about taking risks. Not only do you need a challenger, you also need a risk taker, but then you need a realist. See, the risk taker is encouraging you to do those things that you have never done in order to get something you've never had. However, the realist helps you to see the outcome of taking that risk. He or she will help you to understand that there are pitfalls and that you need to let go of your illusion of grandeur, that you're going to automatically just be great. Like I thought I was going to be automatically rich since I purchased this first investment property. The realist can see the beginning from the end and calculate what the potential pitfalls may be. And the one thing we hate hearing from the realist is that word no. But sometimes no just means change your course of action or change your direction. But it doesn't mean never. You need a realist to help you to maintain your focus, but also recognize that there are opportunities that help you to become great if you avoid the pitfalls that are in your path. Not only do you need a challenger, a risk taker, and a realist, there are times where you have followed the blueprint. You have done everything according to plan. You have practiced those skills that you've learned from the experts. You've listened to others. You've applied the wisdom. However, you still fail in life. And failure can be tough, especially when you have lost a loved one, lost a job, or just having a failed dream. Okay? Well, what the comforter does, he or she is not someone who shares a bunch of words with you just to placate the emotions that you're feeling because of your failure or your disappointment. And words have a place, don't get me wrong. But the real value of a comforter is to be there to let you to know that the situation that you're experiencing is temporary. It will not last forever. But here's the most important part about the comforter that I like, is that he or she is right there going through it with you. That's how you know you have a real comforter. See, a comforter will sit there and cry with you at times and embrace you. But the comforter will not retreat from the pain, because the comforter knows what it feels like to be in pain, because he or she may have once been in pain. Not only do you need a comforter in your life, once you've overcome the challenge, once you have finished dealing with your pain, now you need someone who can help you to repair the fragments, the broken pieces of your life. And that's why you need this last one, which I call the builder. And you know what the gift of the builder is? The gift of the builder is to take what you have and do something with it. And that's something that we forget, that everything about us is great. Okay? Even the mistakes or failures in our life, it's still great. It's still of value. What the builder does is the builder looks at the pieces and sees a different composition. Okay? You have one view of yourself and you have one view of success. However, when things do not go your way and you are disappointed, now that dream and that view you had has been crushed. It has been obliterated. However, what the builder does is the builder says, okay, I can work with these pieces. I'll just change the composition. The builder is an architect of your success out of the rubble of your failure. You need that builder in your life, okay? Because sometimes the very things that cause you to fail are the opportunities that will allow you to achieve a greater level of greatness. Okay. I want to encourage you today to think differently about your definition of community and to harness the power and the skills of those who you are connected to, but specific people in your community who will help you to realize your greatness. Take your cues from me and live a great life.